If you're new to PGA Tour, just like myself, you're going to have one really big issue when you start the game as a beginner. That big issue is going to be hitting the damn ball in a straight line. Now, the hardest thing I've found when starting this game up for the first time, being an absolute pure virgin when it comes to PGA Tour golf, is how the hell do I hit the ball in a straight line? And hopefully today in this little quick video, I'm going to break it down for you and give you some of the tips that I've used to help myself. I can't take full credit. A lot of these tips have come from my viewers on Twitch. It's really helped a lot. And now I'm going to pass on the wisdom. Now, first of all, you're going to have actually one really big decision to make. And this will come down to being when you create your character, this guy over here. And I didn't know anything about this, so you might not as well. But choosing your ball flight is actually super important. It's really, really important. You're basically going to be picking between a draw and a fade. And when choosing this setting, even though it may feel like a really, really small decision, what you choose here is going to heavily impact how the game feels when swinging the ball, especially if you're new. Because basically, you're choosing between if you want to move your analog stick from left to right or from right to left. Your fade is going to be from left to right and your draw from right to left. And I know this doesn't seem like a really crazy thing. Like, oh, who cares? It doesn't matter which one you choose. It does. It really does matter which one you choose. You know why I know it does matter? Because it mattered when I changed it. I started off on a fade and then I swapped to a draw after being given some advice from someone who plays the game a lot. And the results of me playing this game went through the roof. Maybe I shouldn't say through the roof. They just got better. And that's all this is about, right? Steadily getting better and helping each other get better and not throwing the remote through the window. But that does also bring me to what controller you're using. Whether you're using mouse and keyboard, this might not matter anywhere near as much. But this is the rule of thumb that I would work off. It doesn't matter what technique you're using or how you want to use it, whether you're doing single finger or you're doing the pinch. I like to pinch it. I don't know why. I've always liked to pinch stuff. But anyway, when it comes to doing the pinch, you've got a bit more control, but this is the rule of thumb, right? If you want to go from left to right, use this analog. If you want to go from right to left, use this analog. This is the analog I'm using, so I want to go right to left. I think I got them the right way round, but basically work it off of the analogs you're using, especially if you're using one finger, because your finger sits better in a certain position on the controller. My right hand sits better here, not here. It's more of an uncomfortable movement for me. This is a more normal movement for me. Now, I know a lot of that could be confusing because I'm doing left to rights, rights to lefts. So if we break it down to draws and fade, basically, if I'm doing a draw, I'm going to use the right analog stick. And if I'm doing a fade, I use the left one. Another thing I should have mentioned, vibration. Turn it on. Is really important. I'll show you why. So here we are on the old driving range then, and this is why it's super important. Ignore the wind, ignore everything. These are all factors that are more advanced that you're gonna have to care about, but all we're talking about here is hitting. Now, when you pull down the analog, it's going to vibrate when you're not in the two lines. You see the two lines that you have to line up here, just right down below me? When you're not in them, it will vibrate. So what you could do is keep pulling your swing back until you hit that sweet spot that you know you need to be in, and then you could fire off your shot. Like that, learning that, I mean, that was just overall game changer, because you can set up your swing and line it up. You're not going to be ready for the perfect swing every time, but because you can try a couple of times to make sure that you're hitting that sweet spot, you're going to near enough guarantee that you're always going to hit the bottom sweet spot at least, which is a big step in the right direction and definitely something to think about. So make sure that you've got vibrations turned off. So that's basically what you want to work off. Honestly, these little things may seem absolutely crazy, but they genuinely do help. These small things that you're going to do genuinely will help. And I tell you something, when you start hitting the ball sweetly in this game, God, it's a good day. It's a real good day. And that's why this is the biggest tip that I've been given since I've been playing the game, because it's completely changed how the game feels for me. And I'm hoping that this will completely change how the game feels for you, and you will get more fulfillment out of playing around a golf with your friends. Instead of being plus 33, well, they're like 4 under. I also think with the thumb change, it does add a lot more consistency. I've found myself hitting a lot more consistent shots. Is this going to instantly just make you hit tons and tons of perfects? No, I still don't. But what it is going to do is make you hit the ball straight more consistently. And that's going to be a net positive, right? Again, if you're advanced at the game and you've been playing this for a long time, you might have different tips. You also don't need to watch this video because you're already good. You're the people we're trying to catch up. But as a new player to the game, and I'm hoping there's a lot more new players to the game because I've kind of fallen in love with this, but not in a weird way, I would like to see more casual type videos that help us casuals, because boy am I a filthy casual when it comes to this game, and I feel like I'm slowly improving on the course, and I'm hoping you guys can improve along with me. That's just my little tips and tricks on hitting and how to improve. Yes, they're not in depth, they're not that difficult, but I'm telling you now, they really did help me, and I'm hoping they help you. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, smash subscribe, hit the like button so the video gets seen by more and more people. You've got more tips, casual tips. Don't want none of those advanced pro tips, thank you. Casuals here. But if you've got any more casual tips, please leave them in the comments down below on how people can improve on their shooting, hitting of the ball. New to the sport. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.